by SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy, SuperMed.
Start saving for your golden years with a Sagicor Lifestyle Approved Retirement Scheme. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck calls for the Illicit 6 to be named, beach property caretaker killed in Portland, and Grange Hill grief following student's murder.
Also this evening, assessing Jamaicans' earthquake readiness. And in the business report, new cola store enters market. And in sports, 2024 World Relays begin on Saturday in the Bahamas. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm TK Dawkins.
And I'm Curlin Brown. It's Friday, May 3, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been nearly a year since the bombshell revelation by the Integrity Commission. 6 parliamentarians are under investigation for illicit enrichment.
All this while the nation remains on edge as their identities remain shrouded in secrecy. Well, one minister is of the view it's time to name those involved. Natalia Clarke tells us more.
Despite mounting speculation, accusations, and political uproar, there has been no update on the investigation into the 6 parliamentarians accused of illicit enrichment by the Integrity Commission. The matter, which left a stagnant cloud of suspicion over the political directorate, was part of the IC's annual report last year. The public has since been clamoring for answers. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says the silence surrounding the progress of these investigations is deafening. He's calling on the Commission to provide closure.
It is about time we have a report on the annual report of 22-23 about 6 illicit enrichment of members, whether or not those 6 members have been one or all 6 have been cleared up, because when Mr. Craig Beresford was here, he intimated, he said that the basis of the illicit enrichment was a mismatch between purchases and income, or expenditure and income. To my mind, those members, whoever they are, if they can't clear it up, then we need some indication from the IC, Integrity Commission, what is being done.
But the parliamentarians weren't the only ones caught in the crosshairs of the Integrity Commission's scrutiny. The report also found 28 other public officials were under investigation for similar allegations. But what is illicit enrichment? According to the Corruption Prevention Act, it refers to owning more assets than your legal earnings can afford. Public servants can face prosecution if they fail to provide or if they provide an unsatisfactory explanation for their assets. The opposition PNP has denied any of its members being under investigation, while the government has largely stayed mum. Minister Chuck insists it's time the IC gets the ball rolling.
Everybody asks me, I see on the street, are you one of the 6? It's not fair, Chairman. They need to clear this thing up.
He was addressing the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee on Thursday. He also sought clarity on when the 2023-2024 IC annual report will be ready, to which Chairman Edmund Bartlett cautioned.
I think it will be a little awkward. In the normal run of things, the expectation of time would not have elapsed. So let's give the Commission, yes, we have between now to June for that report, to my best understanding. So I don't think that we should have the Commission feeling rushed or pushed to have the annual report ready.
Natalia Clarke, CVM News.
Raise it again. That's the call from the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, CAPRI, for the government, which only recently increased the income tax threshold to under $2 million per annum. Well, CAPRI's Executive Director, Dr. Damien King, argues a more significant increase would have been better to offset purchasing power lost since 2017. Here's Ramon with the details.
The Caribbean Policy Research Institute, CAPRI, has doubled down on its call for the government to increase the income tax threshold. Last month, head of CAPRI, Damien King, voiced support for an increase to $2.2 million, saying it would restore consumer purchasing power to 2016 levels. However, while concluding his opening presentation in the 2024-2025 budget debate, Finance Minister Dr. Clarke announced a smaller increase, $1.7 million, up from $1.5 million. Yesterday, King challenged that decision.
In 2017, when the threshold was set, you would have been able to buy 7 meal deals a day. Because the threshold has not been adjusted with inflation, then in 2024, that 1.5 million is only going to buy 4 meal deals a day, even after the adjustment to 1.7. And the other 3 meal deals that you normally buy, well, taxes are coming out of that.
The matter came up for talks Thursday evening during CAPRI's budget report presentation. Dr. King says raising the income tax threshold may help alleviate local inequity.
Out of all of this come 2 recommendations. The first one is to shift away from direct taxes, to raise the income tax threshold to basically correct what we see as the disadvantages of income tax. And secondly, in that debate about where do we put rising incomes, we think there's a case to be made that it should be put increasingly towards the social safety net.
Back in March, opposition leader Mark Golding also challenged the increase in Parliament, calling it inadequate. But Dr. Clarke refuted those assertions as being uninformed. On Thursday, the minister again defended the government's position.
The points that you make about efficiency and about equity are points that I think are valid. However, what is not addressed is how to do it. I have to think about the vast majority of Jamaicans. If it's not going to be revenue neutral, I can't make that allocation to a small group to that degree.
The Prime Minister had promised an increase to the income tax threshold ahead of the local government elections in February. The move, while welcomed by many, has not been able to avert criticism. Minister Clarke says the government is listening to Jamaicans.
The fact that we actually moved the threshold from 1.5 to 1.7, we listened to you. I was here last year, you mentioned it. So the democratic process, what we're doing is how it works. But we have to be careful. We have to respond to all the people.
Ramon for CVM News.
In this follow-up, stakeholders were at the Grange Hill High School in Westmoreland less than a day after the Jamaica Prefects Association called for safer schools. That's the school where a student was gunned down near its campus recently, while another was wounded. More from Trisha Gay Kelly.
Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says allegations are that 16-year-old Carson Barrett, who was recently killed in Westmoreland, was murdered by someone from the Kings Valley area. The student hails from Crowder district in the parish. His ministry has since been alerted to possible reprisals allegedly by residents. Death threats have also been made to Grange Hill High School students from Kings Valley. Friday's session morphed into a forum as students listened keenly to stakeholders, including the security minister. He assures their safety is utmost priority.
Not only intercept and stop it, we will have put the officers here to monitor that situation and prevent it happening. But I want to tell them, every single one who might be having such thoughts, we'll find them, wherever they go. Anything of that is perpetrated in Grange Hill, we're going to look for them, hunt them down, and prosecute them.
But apart from the ministry's promise to locate those individuals, the police will play an integral part in addressing the issue. Newly appointed Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says the force has offered additional resources to the school.
We have subsequently added an additional school resource officer. We're redefining the school resource officer's role and responsibility to include big parts of things like your parents, teachers, association meetings, to have tips for you and to consistently encourage students not to get involved in violence.
The institution was also gifted musical instruments, yet another avenue through which students can expend their extra time. It's often said to whom much is given, much is required. And as such, Education Minister Favour Williams shares her great expectations of the students.
We're counting on you to continue to make your parents proud of you, your teachers, community members. We want this school to be known for excellence.
The school's atmosphere has been tense since the killing of the Grange Hill High School student and the injury of another on April 25. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Portland is reporting a fourth murder since the start of the year. A caretaker found dead on Long Road this morning. The pain of a mother identifying her son's severely chopped body. As Nika Lewis reports, the police have committed to leaving no stone unturned.
Something ominous happened here that these crisp, subtle waves don't quite convey. The murder of 44-year-old Oral Edwards, caretaker of this property on Innis Beach on Long Road in Portland, has distorted the scene. None of it makes sense to his mother, who only caught glimpses of him yesterday in the downpour.
We didn't get to talk. He was riding and the rain was coming down. So I was over on one side and him going to shop.
There was an
that was the last time I saw him.
It was only hours later that the dreaded news came.
Somebody called me and said that you hear say somebody dead down by the beach. They don't sure if he's my son, but we must try find out. So from there, so now I start move. I went to get a shower, put on some clothes, and I head up here. I say, well, let me come and find out. So when I come, I see the tape draw up there, so the police said, don't come across. And I wait, and he come up to me and I tell him I am his mother. So they said, come, man.
That's when she confirmed her worst fears, seeing her lifeless son strewn across the path he protected for nearly 20 years.
But you have some guys, when they see him, they always trouble him one away. You understand? And he never like it. So he will quarrel by himself when he see them and stuff like that. You know? And down here, so, if they come and they might take up the son or do anything unruly, he will talk. So they don't like it neither. They always complain. World tell me say no walk it, so World tell me say no do this and do that.
How can she, knowing his peaceful and less talkative nature, accept this outcome? The loss of a child only days before the nation celebrates mothers.
Then why they must really do him like that? You know? Me say then if they me even want cut off one hand or so or chop in my hand and make it even hang down so. But what make? Me can't come to terms, me just look on it like that. Me can't just can't manage something.
Only Wednesday, a 52-year-old woman was reportedly killed by her child's father in Comfort Castle in the parish. The suspect is still on the run. Nika Lewis, CVM News.
More to come from CVM News at 7 after this.
Friday, brought to you by SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy, SuperMed.
Are you ready?
The other day, my friend saw the Mitchells at the supermarket and he's really happy with Flow Yard and Road.
Hey.
Everyone who signs up, bam, gets a $10,000 Flow gift card that can be used anywhere Visa cards are accepted.
I haven't used mine to pay for groceries.
Get Flow Yard and Road, the plan that pays you back.
Best decision ever.
Told you so.
I know.
The best Burger King with the best tasting burger.
burger under the sun. You deserve the best, you are number one. Best. Flame grilling, juicy whopper, cause you deserve it. Yeah, next level, awesome, that's how we serve it. My menu done your way, to taste rules every day. Flame grilled goodness, you deserve it. Great taste, well done. More flavor, fresh Burger King, best tasting burger under the sun.
Welcome back. Residents in Trelawney got a real treat on Thursday, the first of its kind for the area in Jamaica's history. The people are grateful, especially with the suggestion that even more improvements may be underway. Here's Ramon Gordon with more.
For the first time in the island's history, Jamaicans in Trelawney now have access to potable water. The $90 million water project was done in-house by the National Water Commission NWC and is set to benefit at least 400 residents in the farming community. Iris Green has been a member of that cohort for over 50 years. That's 5 decades. She's immensely grateful.
We have to give thanks for I waited for it a very long time. I know that it is here. We are here to say thanks.
Other residents are equally appreciative. Adine McLean is lauding the efforts of his MP and the island's premier water service provider.
Seeing the official opening of this project, the combined efforts of our Member of Parliament, Ms. Tova Hamilton, and the NWC has been something that is really greatly appreciated. For years we've tried as a body of this community trying to get the National Water Commission here. We were unsuccessful. So to see it come true today, it is something that we really, really do appreciate.
I have fielded many phone calls and had many interventions with the NWC and its customers. And so I am sure if we had continued along that vein, the NWC would have had to hire me officially. And I don't know if you want that. With the NWC's presence here, we can expect improved efficiency, enhanced support, and a stronger commitment to meeting our water needs.
The Brocco Pipeline project was inaugurated on Thursday at an event attended by locals, representatives from the NWC, and Minister with responsibility for water, Senator Matthew Samuda. The minister has, since his appointment, been an advocate for universal water access. He says more work is coming.
The government of Jamaica is committed to making sure all Jamaicans have access to the services they want in the most convenient way for them. There's a place, I'm not from Trelawney. You know of a place called Bunkers to Wakefield? This year, the NWC will be able to invest 95 million Jamaican dollars to improve water supply for the people in that area. I appreciate the frustration of citizens who live in this area waiting on rules of procurement to work. And I feel that frustration.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
On the flip side, residents of Coralville Gardens in Kingston are pointing fingers at the National Water Commission, the NWC, for a sanitation concern in their community. The people are certain a large hole in a section of the roadway is the responsibility of the Commission. Ronaldo Adams explains.
Residents of Coralville Gardens in St. Andrew say they're fed up with the scene of raw sewage that lingers at their doorsteps. They say they're battling the unbearable stench, which is littered with swarms of mosquitoes. Miss Lawrence, a local, describes how a routine leak repair unexpectedly transformed into an unwanted community pool filled with sewage.
The repair was not done properly. We had to go back to them. They sent someone again, and it still wasn't done properly. So they came about 4 times. And the 4th time now is when they dig this hole here, trying to find the pipe and burst the sewage main. And we have the stench that is coming up now, a lot of mosquitoes, and it's almost a week now since this is done, and they have not returned to do anything about it.
Gary is another resident. His frustration centers around the sewage settling at his gateway, driving away his customers.
Business slow right now, as you can see, and nothing can come through. Nobody can come through. Also the order, you understand, this inhumane. We just need action. We just need something get done. We don't really want the animosity behind it. We can't continue like this. You must see a mosquito and a raw sewage that I look on them. Rah. Nobody would have want this at them yard.
Edgerton Balfour, a community veteran of nearly 4 decades, is lashing out at the National Water Commission, NWC, accusing them of continuous poor management of the gully.
And when you call them, they would come if they feel like, and they say they fix something and nothing else done. There's no professionalism shown. I think NWC lack of proper management. We can continue living in this situation and pay taxes and water rate.
However, the NWC says the issue will be remedied by Sunday, May 5.
Based on the volume of water that is there, we thought it best and have actually implemented a security feature really to bar the area off to minimize vehicular traffic or pedestrian traffic around the area. We also want to assure you though that our team is now mobilizing to install the dewatering pump and the necessary equipment to commence work starting on Saturday and to be completed by Sunday, May 5th.
Ronaldo Adams, CVM News.
And we'll continue with our business segment in just a moment. Stay with us.
Want to stick with the same old insurer? Taxis, minibuses, coasters.
Your association TUDS and Marathon Insurance Brokers have negotiated the lowest premiums ever. A 2015 Toyota Probox valued at $1.4 million. Your comprehensive coverage is $75,000. Pay as low as $30,000 for third-party coverage. A 2014 Toyota Hiace valued at $3 million. Your comprehensive coverage is $173,000. Pay as low as $40,000 for third-party coverage. A 2012 Toyota Coaster valued at $4.5 million. Your comprehensive coverage is $250,000. Pay as low as $77,000 for third-party coverage. Call your association today or call MIB Insure 876-929-1468.
No worries. Big savings.
Show mom some love with Bashco this Mother's Day. Spend $6,500 Jamaican dollars or more in Bashco for a chance to be the lucky winner of a weekend getaway for two by Ocean Coral Spring, a GenCare gift certificate, or an air fryer plus a Bashco branded basket of goodies. Competition ends May 7th. Grand draw will be May 9th at Bashco South.
So I'm at a party vibing with a 10. At least I hope it's a 10. But me not sure cause my contacts fell down the bathroom sink so I can't see a thing. I don't know what to do. What I do know though is the smell of KFC hot wings. Delicious, irresistible wings I can enjoy with my eyes closed. KFC hot wings, a wing for the win.
Good evening and welcome to the Business Report. I'm Andrew Laidley. American manufacturing company Kohler is now in Jamaica. The company partnered with Tile City to open its signature store location off Constant Spring Road in Kingston. Kohler expanding and making a strategic decision to set up shop in Kingston, Jamaica.
The signature store concept is something that's very new to the region. Not just here in Jamaica, and I believe we'll have the first one in the Caribbean, right guys? Yes. All right. So that's a first for Jamaica in the region.
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett welcomes the new store, noting that it augurs well for the logistics and supply side of the tourism industry.
By establishing the Tourism Supplies Logistics Center, it will enable manufacturing of goods that are required in the industry right here in Jamaica. But you will be treated as an exporter, even though you are producing it here in Jamaica. So you can sell to the tourism industry, which is in fact an export industry.
He says establishing a presence in Jamaica also provides unique opportunities for Cola to export and expand within the region.
What it does is to provide the value added that we need, jobs for our people. But it does something else. It enables you to near shore from Jamaica to the region. And the Caribbean region is the most touristic region on planet Earth.
Cola has been in operation for 150 years with a presence in 50 countries worldwide. CEO of Barita Investments, Ramon Small Ferguson, has been re-elected president of the Jamaica Security Dealers Association, JSDA. Barita says the re-election reaffirms the continuity and stability that Small Ferguson's leadership brings to the securities dealing sector in the context of ongoing monumental changes in the sector. The JSDA president says one of his primary goals is to work diligently to enhance collaboration with regulators on various capital market reform initiatives. He says this will contribute to advancing the security dealer sector and benefit companies and individuals across Jamaica. And that's your business report. Up next is your market summary. Do stay tuned for more CVM News at 7 with Curlin and TK after the break.
Achieve your goals and dreams today. Whatever you've been putting off, do it today with Quartz Ready Cash. Get a Quartz Ready Cash loan of up to $1.5 million to help you get started. No guarantor or collateral needed. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free with up to 36 months to repay. Visit any of our 48 locations to get your Quartz Ready Cash loan today. Quartz Ready Cash, ready when you are. Promotion ends May 31, 2024. Conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tammy.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVM TV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
What do these people know that you don't know? They understand how listing on the Jamaica Stock Exchange can improve the profitability of their company. They know the potential for increasing the company's capital, the governance requirements, the tax responsibilities, the ownership implications, and the procedures for listing. They have the knowledge to make an informed decision on whether or not to go public. Knowledge is power. If you don't know, you can't act. Begin a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange to gain the information you need to make a decision.
I'm Stafford Burrows.
I'm Marilyn Burrows.
My name is Hugh Graham.
I'm John Mafood.
My name is Derek Cottrell, and we are listed on the Jamaica Junior Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
This edition, I call it the Need for Speed edition.
The Festival of Speed.
Yeah. From 2004, I first was sitting in a barber chair.
Have you ever been accused of being the bully?
A whole heap of time.
Some maneuver when I see you doing them, I say, Jaja.
I didn't know anything about no outside life.
Bible study right through.
Yeah, man. My first party was when I moved to town. We're not going on a roller coaster, but we're going on the car.
No, you're not so afraid of roller coaster, bad.
Yeah, man. What kind of episode this man?
Better you finish the episode now.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Emmanuel Boutique kicks off